Hi Leo, this is Tara. Welcome to your March 2016 Psychic Tarot Forecast. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for liking and subscribing and leave any comments during the month that come up for you. And this month I'm pulling 4 cards from Doreen Virtue and Rodley Valentine's Angel Tarot deck, and then I'll be pulling one from the Archangel deck to give you additional input. So let's start the 4 cards for Leo. And also, if you'd like a reading, you can go on my website, www.taraventura.com. You can look around, take a look around. There's testimonials, there's a couple videos, and there's a tab that says order a reading if you'd like to do that. So, card wants to come out. With you guys are being a little bit picky. We'll find out what that means, huh? Okay, in fact, the deck is wanting to stay all together. So interesting for you guys. Interesting for you guys for this month, Leo. And I'm hearing words for each astrological sign. And for you, it feels like heart-based emotions and a little bit of possibly uproar or something along those lines. So let's see what the cards say. And Ace of Air. Okay, well, this is about thinking. This is about a new idea. And the air signs, of course, are like the sword signs in traditional tarot. And the ace is new beginnings. It is also seeing things in a whole different light. So I just literally turned on a light. Seeing the truth of a situation. So it may be that, some of you, if it's a romantic situation and you're seeing the truth of a situation, I said it's heart-based, so it may be that in a relationship you have decided to either move on and start a new beginning, or you just want things to start anew, start different, be different. If it's a business situation, then it feels like that a lot of you really want to almost begin things over again, review your plans, change them somewhat. Almost, if I'm seeing documents that are, the lines are actually crossed through. It's like, I don't want that, and I don't want that, and I don't want that, and I don't want that. I want to start over again. I want to do things differently. I want to be there for other people in my office, but I want them to see me differently. Maybe that as well. Maybe a new project that you're given. So all of those are beginning anew. It could be a challenging beginning for you. It could be that some of you need to take classes. Some of you want to take classes, and or you need people to train you to really sink into that new position and really do a good job at it. And if it's, like I said, a relationship, then you will grow with it. You will grow with these learning experiences that are coming up for you. When I take a look at this card, I'm really noticing the unicorns are indicative of the swords in this particular deck. So the unicorn's standing here, and he has his head tilted, as you can see. He has his head tilted a little bit. So he's sort of looking down and it feels to me contemplating, really reviewing and contemplating what his next step, what his next plan of action is. So, before you jump forward, before you leap forward, look at everything. Look at all the fine details and see what you can change for it to be different. All right, so your next card is Unity. All right, so this is a major arcana card, and this is the Hierophant card in traditional tarot. And so the Hierophant card, the Hierophant goes inside to find answers. He goes inside to find truths. And this could be that, traditional viewpoints that have been held is like, you just want to do it differently. You don't want to do it the traditional way. You want to see things totally away from that. It may have a little bit of a spiritual or religious or angelic blessing on it, depending on which of those avenues you come from, if you're whichever spiritual, religious, whatever the case is. But it does feel like there is either atonement or just blessings of some sort. Let's see. It also feels like maybe you've been maybe that you've been with spiritual organizations, and that seeing more of that type of flow would be good for you. The heart-based connections, I said at the beginning, there's heart-based. I think that would really ground you, ground anything that's going on in your head that you've been thinking about a lot that has been bothering you. If you're around other people that understand where you're coming from, then I think that you'll feel more resolved. You'll feel better about everything that's going on in your life. When I take a look at this card, I'm really looking at, again, it's the faces with you guys today. So I'm looking at the Hierophant, and he is meticulously and curiously looking around him to see what opportunities or what changes he needs to make. And so with that, I encourage you to go inside of yourself, take some downtime, and seek some mentors, if you will. Seek some people that can help you answer some of the questions that you're asking yourself. All right, so that's a major arcana card. So that's an experience that the universe is sending your way to say, we want you to pause, we want you to go on the inside, we want you to see if where you're really coming from is in fact where you want to be. That it's is this true for you? Are these methods and methodology that you're doing, is this work you're doing, is this true for you? Is this more of your upbringing coming out? What is it that's driving you? So that's what the Hierophant's asking you to do. All right, and your next card is the Four of Fire. Okay, well, this could be you, Leo. Fire is a rod sign, which the rod signs are all the Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So this could definitely be you. And the four has to do with a couple different things. This could be staying organized. It could be watching your money. Sometimes it's being too frivolous with money. But again, the fire cards are about taking action. So it does feel like there is some contentment and peace around some of the activities that you have going on. There's also some abundance around these activities that you have. It feels like there's a happy home life as well. So it may be that you've remodeled, or you've done some things differently to your house, or maybe it could be where your office is. Maybe you've brought some plants in, maybe you've brought some items in to make it feel more like home, or at least that's where you're working, and you want to feel good about your environment is important. It's also about, it could be a successful project that's being completed. Maybe that you've been working on some sort of project and it's at the completion and you're like, hooray, it's about done, I'm almost there, and you're ready to move into the next project. This feels like it's been a little bit lengthy for some of you. And when I look at this card, I'm really noticing the yellow in the middle. And I'm sort of seeing it going round and round and round. So maybe you feel like you've been going round and round and doing the same things, and you're sort of ready for that to either spin off into something else or come to a completion. So again, for a lot of you, it feels like you're adding to your home life. You're restructuring, remodeling, or organizing, or doing something like that. And or you're working on a project, or you're ready for a new project to begin. So that's pretty awesome. And then your last card is the Five of Water, okay, which is the same as the Five of Cups. Same as the Five of Cups. So this card, this card has come up several times during, and you guys are the last of the 12, but not least. It's just that that's how it fell. This card has come up more than any other card, so don't feel alone with the Five of Cups, because it has this and another card, but this one's come up the most now with you guys. This is about, the cups have to do with our emotions. So this could be any type of wondering or fear about a relationship, or our emotions around a relationship. Again, not to be negative, because loss, there's always new. Where there's worry, it always resolves into what it needs to. But it could be that things aren't turning out the way you thought, and that you're looking for a new direction, or you're feeling like, you know what, I thought this was going to make me happy, but you know, it's just not. And like I said, I do see the positive in the situation. Sometimes I feel like, you know, we look at a situation the way it is, and all we can see is what's not working. So, you know, encouragement to you to see what is working in this relationship. The water signs, again, are about our emotions, how we feel, relationships in any form or fashion. And also, too, about crying over spilt milk. You know, again, it's seeing the positives and everything and not looking back and saying, well, it could have been this way, it could have been that way. So if you are in a relationship and it just didn't work out, you know, it's unfortunate, but it's time to move on and see what else is coming next. In fact, I'm going to pull a card because, well, one of two things. This one wants to come out. I don't like to end on a note that's kind of like up in the air like that. And the 5 always makes me want to pull another card if it's the end card, because it's wondering about a situation, but where's the resolve in it? So I did pull a card, and the 6 of fire is what came out. And the fire cards, again, have to do with our possessions, our action, how we take action, our money, our finances, and everything. You did get the 4 of fire. The 6 of fire is victory, good news, celebration, being acknowledged for your work, being acknowledged for what you're doing, public recognition. Okay, so that feels better for me, because it felt like the 5 of water, the 5 of cups was like things not turning out like you thought, but then it feels like you need to let go of that and look to the bright side, because if you do that, then the 6 of rods comes up, and there's actually not only happy times, but public or private recognition and acknowledgement for your job well done. Good news coming to you. So you can see he's on the horse. There's people around him. He's waving the flag. So it's good. It's good and beneficial to keep that positive attitude. All right. So let me select an archangel card for you guys. This is for Leo for the month of March. All right. Leo, outdoors. This card is outdoors, so let's see. It has to say, this is from Archangel Joseph. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay, well, that's good for really anybody, but it's good for, you know, what you all have going on this month. I mean, there's some little bit of emotional fear. There's also, you know, some sudden changes and opportunities that are coming your way. And so to really go outside and take a deep breath from life itself is probably a good idea. Smell the roses, walk through nature, whatever you do that really relieves stress for you would be a good thing. All right, Leo, I hope you have a good month. Like I said, if you'd like a reading, you know how to get in touch with me. Make sure and subscribe too. That way you'll get these in your inbox each and every month. I hope you have a good month. Let me know how things are going, and I will see you soon.